When we reach a certain age, we start to look back on a life spent running. Running for a career, running for a family, running for all the things we once thought were so important. Then one day, our feet are tired, our heart is weary, and all we want is to live our final years in true peace. Many seniors say they don't need a fancy house or an expensive car. They just want a small garden to plant some herbs, a morning filled with birdsong instead of traffic, an afternoon spent on the porch watching the sunset. But for me, George Davis, at 78 years old, the dream of peace isn't about those simple things anymore. I have my independence. I have my finances. I have the right to make my own decisions. But this very independence has turned my large house into an iron cage, and I am its sole prisoner. My dream of peace is now about finding a place for my soul to finally rest after a lifetime of striving. A place where I will never, not once, have to bow my head and accept pity, or worse, the crushing silence from my own loved ones. If you share this dream of self-determination, if you understand the fear of becoming a burden, then this story is for you. Please help me get the Seeds of Serenity to 1,000 subscribers by liking this video and sharing it. Every subscription is a brick laying the foundation for more healing stories just like this one. 7 o'clock in the morning. I wake up. I'm the first, and also the last, person in this house. I flick the kitchen light switch. The fluorescent light flares up brutally, exposing a cold, sterile tidiness. There are no leftover coffee mugs, no crumbs on the counter. My wife, Mary, she always left behind a bit of chaos, a trace of life. Now, there is none. I make my breakfast, one slice of toast, a single fried egg, a cup of black coffee. I set the meal on the large oak dining table and sit down in my usual chair. The two chairs across from me are empty. The wall clock ticks loudly, as if it's counting down my remaining time. The refrigerator hums, a low, constant drone like an old beast taking heavy breaths. That is all the sound I have. I still make 2 slices of toast. This ritual has lasted for 3 years, ever since Mary passed away. I set the second slice down, as if waiting for an invisible guest. The toast slowly cools, hardening. It's a form of self-punishment, a reminder that I am redundant. I eventually get up, leave the table, and throw the cold toast into the trash. I have to waste the bread so that I don't waste away my hope. 9 o'clock, time for the most important journey of the day, checking the mailbox. I walk slowly outside. The lawn is already higher than I like. Inside the mailbox, a home insurance bill and 3 brochures for senior care services. I am holding the physical evidence of my status, a wealthy, lonely senior who needs care. I bring the thick stack of mail inside. I only need their weight in my hands. It is the only thing that offers a sense of gravity. Then, I head to the garage. I put the key in the lock and use all my strength to push the old metal door up. The creaking sound is pitiful, echoing so loudly I can feel it vibrating in my chest. I walk past old cardboard boxes filled with forgotten things. I stop in front of a blue children's bicycle with a dent in the front wheel. It was Jimmy's. I remember it like it was yesterday. It was 1975. Jimmy was 10. Mary and I watched him learn to ride. He fell and started crying hysterically. I told him, "Get up, Jimmy. Nothing is more important than picking yourself up." He wiped his tears and got back on. That time, he fell again, and the bike hit the garage wall, creating that very dent. This room used to have laughter, I whispered to myself. The sound of Jimmy trying to fix his bike, the sound of my wife scolding me for the clutter. I open my old toolbox. I'm not looking for a wrench. I'm looking for a linen handkerchief embroidered with the letter M. I take the cloth out. It smells faintly of old soap and a faded rose perfume. I place the handkerchief against my cheek. Hot tears spill out, but I quickly wipe them away. I am George Davis. I do not cry. When my wife was alive, I say to myself, my voice rough, every sound had meaning. Her singing in the kitchen, the machine running the laundry, her yelling at me. Now, I only hear the refrigerator humming and my own pulse. The bitter truth is, I worked tirelessly to buy this house. I told Jimmy, "Don't worry about me, I'm fine. I'm independent," and he believed me. I won my independence, but in the process, I failed to hold on to our connection. I pick up the phone. I dial Jimmy's number. After 2 rings, it goes to voicemail. I hang up immediately. I don't leave a message. I don't need an answer. I need his busyness because his busyness proves that life is still moving on without me. I close the toolbox. A final, dry clack. I return to the living room and sit down on the leather sofa. I sit there all afternoon. I don't watch TV, I don't read. I just sit and listen, listening to the emptiness. I am a man who won in the marketplace. I decided everything. But now, I am fighting an invisible enemy, the meaninglessness of a completed life. I open my laptop and search for depression and the elderly. I close the laptop. I wrote my own destiny. I will not let a statistic define me. But I have to admit, loneliness is when you lose your purpose. My purpose used to be taking care of Mary, raising Jimmy, earning a living. Now what? I stand up and walk into Mary's room. I have never done this. The room is pristine. The air smells of dried lavender. On her vanity is our wedding photo. Mary is smiling so brightly. I look at the picture. If she were alive, this house wouldn't be a storeroom. She'd be hosting gatherings. She would force me to call Jimmy. She would break this silence. You won, Mary, I whisper. You left, and you took all the noise, all the purpose with you. I turn my back on the room and close the door. I don't lock it. No one enters there anymore. 6 o'clock in the evening. The living room is dark. I sit on the sofa, with only the yellow streetlights shining through the window. I stare at the phone. Suddenly, a loud noise erupts. The garage door. It's opening. It's louder, more powerful than the sound from this morning. My heart pounds, a sudden, sharp beat. My entire body reacts. It's the sound of return. Jimmy, I shout, jumping up, unable to control my excitement. All the loneliness, the emptiness, the indifference of the day is swept away in 1 second. Hope ignites in my chest, so strongly it's almost painful. He's home. He missed me. He brought the kids. I rush to the window. I pull back the curtain, breathing heavily. It's the house next door. My neighbor, Tom, is pulling his garage door up to put away his trash cans and park his new sports car. Tom's son and daughter are laughing loudly in the yard. I watch them. They are so noisy, so alive. I let the curtain fall. Just Tom, the neighbor, I say to myself, my voice utterly empty. He's tidying up ... his life, a family's life. I return to the sofa. The silence has swallowed the last bit of noise. Only the refrigerator's hum and the relentless ticking remain. Loneliness is when you mistake someone else's noise for the sound of your own family. I sit there on the sofa and close my eyes. I lost my house. I lost my family. I lost my purpose. I open my phone. I find Jimmy's number. I don't call. I find another number. Lawn care and landscaping services. I dial. Hello. This is George Davis. I need a contract for regular lawn mowing and yard maintenance. Please send the invoice to me monthly. I hang up. I didn't call Jimmy to ask him to mow the lawn. I didn't call him to ask him to visit. I called a company. I became a customer. Tomorrow, I will check the mailbox again. I will not wait for a letter. I will wait for an invoice. And that is my last act of self-determination. I will never be a burden. Even if I have to pay the price of becoming a machine that only pays bills.